Hello everyone. This is Saturday, March 27th, 2021. It's cool -3 out. 3 degrees rather, sorry. It's +3. Feels like -5. Okay, let me get that straight. Okay. And the wind is quite high today in Halifax. They've closed the bridge to trucks. We're going to be taking the Mckay Bridge over to the city. And today I'm doing a different kind of video. I always do walking videos around the city. And I thought just to give it a good overall what the city looks like, we'll do a driving video. So my wife is driving the car, don't worry, I'm not filming and holding my gimbal in one hand and driving with the other. I wouldn't attempt something like that. So just put your mind at rest there. I'm not driving. So we're going through the toll booth here. This is the Mckay Bridge. And we're going to come across Mckay Bridge, go up to Roby, go across Roby, come down Spring Garden Road, and then drive some of the downtown streets just to give you an overall view of Halifax. Okay? And I'll try to remember to keep my gimbal above the dash, because if I get down here, you're not going to see anything but the dash. So we got to keep it up nice and high. All right. I'm not using my microphone today because no need for the microphone because I'm in the car and I'm pretty sure the phone will pick me up along with the car noise. And I got to stay away from that. That's our camera for the car. Okay. So that blocks out a lot of my screen if I get that in front of my screen. So here we go. Let's take a look down at the harbor while we're crossing here. See what we can see. And I'll look at the city over there if I can. I don't think you'll see too much of the city from here. No, you can see the steering wheel of my car. How's that? Okay, back to the bridge. As I said, this is the Mckay Bridge. This is the bridge that's designated for trucks. You can't go on the McDonald Bridge with trucks. And today, trucks aren't allowed on the bridge because we got high wind and they have to go around the basin. So there's no truck traffic allowed on the bridge today. And I'm going to try to keep this in a good spot. I know my mind wanders and my hands wander and my phone has got a mind of its own. It's going all over the place. But I'm going to try to keep it in one spot here. Here you can see the cranes in the background from the container yard. That was a big ship that got stuck in the Suez Canal. I saw on TV. It holds 20,000 containers. Can you imagine? I don't even know what 20,000 containers look like. That's what that ship's got on it. 20,000 containers. Wow. That's a big ship. I don't know if we've had anything that size in Halifax or not. I'm not sure. I don't know what 20,000 looks like on a container, on a ship. So, anyway, that's what that ship holds, 20,000 containers. So you imagine if they brought in a crane on a boat and tried to lift all those containers up and the waves moving around on the boat, and how long that would take to get 20,000 containers off that ship. I just can't imagine. So they're not sure what they'll do, but hopefully they get it out because it's affected everything in the world. So anyway, now we're on Roby, I think. Yeah, we're on Roby now. And we're going to come through the intersection of Yonge Street shortly. And we're going to keep right on across Roby and all the way over to Spring Garden Road and then down to the city. And we might take a trip through the university, show a little bit there, and the city streets downtown. Okay? I can't walk this fast. When I do a walking tour, I'm lucky to do a couple of streets in an hour. Driving, you can cover a lot. Now we'll be going a little slower once we get into the city, so if everything looks like a blur right now, that's okay because we're on the highway. But now we're coming into to the city and we'll be going much slower. If this area here looks familiar to you, it's because I've made several videos that went through here or ended up here or were here. And this is one of my favorite spots right here, corner of Yonge and Roby. Yes, my wife comes quite often here too. I gotta get my camera out of the way of my that thing right there. It takes up a lot of camera space. So this car, I gotta remember that. Don't get my where the door fastens on, and that bar right there, that beam, kind of takes up a lot of my screen if I get my camera in the way of it. So I gotta make sure I haven't got that in my, and apparently I'm on tracker now, just hang on. Great, my camera's gone crazy. We're gonna try to straighten this up if we can. There, sorry. I guess I did something. Touch my trigger. 2, 1, 0. Yellow light. We made it. If I keep my camera right up by the windshield, then I won't be hitting things like that. I'll give you a good vision, okay? So I'll try to keep it right up here by the windshield, and that way you'll get to see almost as much as I can see right here. It's a foggy, hazy kind of day. We had a hard rain last night. It really come down. The upside was we got a free car wash, as did everybody else on our street, probably in the whole city, so the cars ought to be looking good today. It was rained so hard it cleaned all the dust and grime and everything right off it. So we are now coming across Roby. And we've passed North Street, and I will name the streets as we go by them if they're important. If they're just small streets, it's not worth mentioning. We're just passing the Irving gas station and store on Roby. Somebody's moving with the U-Haul. My wife's going to be nice and let him back out. And I got my camera going, so if he hits us, we'll have the proof. He can't back up either. Yeah, he's good. He had somebody watching for him too, standing outside there, helping him back up. It's always nice to be helpful to somebody. It's very hard to back out of one of these driveways onto Roby with a truck because a lot of people won't stop and wait for you, and a lot of things can happen while you're backing out. And I think I was in this area a day or two ago. Whoops, I'm showing the dash again. You gotta remember, keep my gimbal up in the air. You can't see anything if I'm just showing the dash. That's not that entertaining. We are coming up to Quinpool Road. I was on that street yesterday, early in the morning, but I wasn't doing a video. I just walked up to McDonald's and sat there for a while, had a coffee and got warm because it was a little bit cool out. The lights were flashing, but no one on the crosswalk, so I guess they've already crossed it. I've walked by here several times doing videos, and I think I got most of the city covered by now, but to continue making videos, you have to find new angles and new things, new ways of presenting things. That's why I'm out for a drive today, just showing it different from a driving viewpoint. Okay, I'm going to try to keep that right there, because if I come back too far, it starts to pick up the dash and the mirror and the camera and all kinds of stuff taking up your view. So if I keep it up here, it's pretty good. I know it's hard to keep it still. We got a small car and it's got a short wheelbase and it's rough riding, but the gimbal will help. It won't take all the bumps out, but it'll help. All right, we're heading down Spring Garden Road now. It seems like I might be out of line a little bit here, a little bit again, so I can correct it. There we go. Okay. And this right here is one corner of the public gardens, Spring Garden and Summer Street. And the next block down is where I did a video not too long ago on Victoria Park neighborhood, and that's the next street down. And here comes an ambulance. No doubt heading for the hospital, sent through the hospital right up there. That's Victoria Park right in there, where I did a video of this neighborhood, about a month ago, maybe a little longer, maybe about a month ago, something like that. And now we're coming down through the busiest part of Spring Garden Road, where all the stores and restaurants and shops and things are. There's Starbucks. Anybody for a coffee? I like Starbucks all right, but the coffee costs more than a lot of places. McDonald's is probably the cheapest for me, and Tim Hortons is next. And once in a while I go to Starbucks, but it does cost a little bit more. And same as the Seven Bays. I like Seven Bays, but it costs more there too. So once in a while I go there, but I don't go every single day. Maybe once a week or once every couple of weeks I'll go to Seven Bays. And Starbucks maybe once every 2 or 3 weeks I might go there. Most of the time it's McDonald's and Tim Hortons. And there's the library. We're right across from the library right now, almost down to Barrington Street. And let's see. There's the courthouse. Anybody want to go to court? Oh, they don't have court today. This is the weekend. We'll have to wait now. My wife, we'll send her to court. She's always running through yellow and red lights. Well, we'll send her to court for that. That sound like a good deal? I think so. She's such a rebel. You know, she has been known to drive right through red lights in front of policemen. She's smiling now because she knows what I'm talking about. So I gotta tell one little story on my wife, okay? Because I don't think she'll mind me telling this. We were up in Newmarket, Ontario. Get up one morning, we were gonna head to the bank. My boss was old school. He gave me a check for every week, and I had to take it to the bank and deposit it. So we're on our way to the bank, and we got a red light to get across the intersection to the bank. And there's two police cars sitting there on the other side of the intersection in the plaza parking lot. Fortunately, they were having their coffee, and the light was red, and my wife just flew right through that intersection like it wasn't even red. And I said, "Oh, we're going to get in trouble now. There's two police cars." They didn't even look at us. They were too busy talking and having their coffee. They didn't even look at us. So I tell my wife every once in a while she's a rebel because she's goes through stop signs in front of policemen. This guy didn't want to go. He saw my camera in the window and he thought, I'll stay where I am. And if I get in an accident, they'll have it on camera. So we're heading down towards the Westin Hotel, and the train station area is right over there. If you can see it, move my camera. Train station, bus station, Westin Hotel. And that's my dash. As if you want to see that. Oops! I just hit my camera. All right, I'm good. I moved my sun visor because that might be hindering things. I don't know. I'm going to try it the other way. Try it with it down and see, and then I'll put it up. Yeah, I think I got better view with it up. So we are now on Lower Water Street. We're going to drive all the way up to the upper end of Water Street. Then we'll probably come back down. Oh, I don't know. We can either take Barrington, or we can take. Skip my mind. The next street up, anyways. Hollis. We can take Barrington or Hollis to go back down. If we take Hollis, then we can come back up Barrington, I guess. Good idea. I read somewhere that Anne Murray lives down in this neighborhood. Don't know where she lives, but she lives down in this neighborhood somewhere. And she's retired now. She's not in the music business anymore. And this is where she came to live in her retirement. It's Halifax, and she lives right down here, somewhere in one of these condo buildings. There's the old Alexander Keith Brewery. I see it's for sale, sign for sale on the door. They must. I guess it's just a heritage site now, probably. But back at one time, it was probably in a good location. And this is an area you'll see me at quite often. A lot of nights I come down here and I meet up with my wife when she has to sit here for a while waiting for her last drop, which is right around this neighborhood. And many times I come down here and say hi, and chat with her for a while. And then I catch the ferry home and she goes to her work yard. And there's the Tim Hortons by the ferry. I got a video coming up real soon on this neighborhood right here, which I haven't done. I filmed the historic properties and the ferry terminal and different things like that, but I got a little different angle on it. I want to show this neighborhood, which is going to be probably my next video. This one here is Saturday, and it'll be going up on Monday. So if you see it on Monday, it was done on Saturday. And in Monday, unless the weather is really bad, I'm coming over to this neighborhood and do a video. Now you can see the Mckay Bridge in the background and the Navy ships. That was the base right there, wasn't it? Part of it.
Dockyard.
Dockyard, yeah. That was the dockyard. My wife would know. She goes to both places, delivering things. One is the shipyard, one's the dockyard, right? Yeah. And now we are going down Barrington?
No, we're going to swing down to Hollis.
We're going to take Hollis now. So you can get a good picture of the city in the background and everything from right here. Scotia Square is right there where Bell Alliance building is, and that walkway over the Barrington Street, that's Scotia Square right there. That way there will take you up to Gottingen, which we never went on yet, but we might end up going that way when we leave downtown. Got to include a little bit of the North End and Gottingen in my video to give you a true picture of Halifax. You can see the downtown, but the North End is important too, and the South End is important. Whoops, I'm right in the way of that divider there. If I put my camera there, you're not going to see anything. We are now coming through historic properties, which I've done a video on this and walked through there quickly a couple other times, but we did a video on historic properties. And we are now going towards the south end on Hollis Street. So when the containers come in, this is the street they take. They take Hollis down to Container, or to Terminal Drive, I think it's called, or Terminal Street. I'm not sure, one or the other. And then they go down that way around to the container, which I did a video on that one day too. Now, I haven't got many things left to videos. I just got to come up with great ideas, I guess. But as the weather warms up, we're going to have a lot of new things to do videos on that you can't do too well in the wintertime. So looking forward to that. And we're going to get out around the outlying towns and things around Halifax and do some videos on them in the summertime. Try to get my focus here a little better. There we go. That should do it right there. We're at the corner of walk and don't walk. We have a lot of those corners in the city. Whoops. I'm always getting lowered at too low, getting the dash. There's a big dash in cars now. Cars used to have a small dash. Now look, they got a huge big dash. If you don't hold your camera way out there, all you're going to see is the dash. And if you pull it back too far, you got that big beam in the way. So the only view is right out straight that way. Okay. There's another crane set up right there for a construction job that's going up. I think it's a 4 or 5 story building. Well, I hope you like our driving around tour. It's a little different than the usual thing, but I can show you a lot more at once in a short time. What it's like here than just walking a couple of streets. This here will give you a good view. I hope you like my walking video all the way up to the Halifax Shopping Centre. That's a long walk. You feel that one. At the end of the day, I had over 20,000 steps on the day I walked up there. So it's a quite a walk up there, and then I walked back down and caught the ferry. So I put on quite a few steps that day. Now we are on, is this South Street? South Street, yeah. We are on South Street. And I guess we're going to go up South Street. No, maybe not. Maybe. All right, going up South Street. Yeah, we used to come over here a lot when my wife worked at university. We was on this, took South Street almost every day, one time or another. And sometimes I come across Roby and to our workplace, but a lot of times I come across Barrington and up South Street. We'll pass that bus. He's making a lot of stops. This is going to be a little wobbly because even though the gimbal's working, it's still a bumpy road in places, and I can't get all the bumps out of it. I try, but I can't get them all out. So I probably won't be making another one of these. This is a one-time video just to drive around downtown here a little bit and around the city and give you a good overall view of what it looks like here if you're new or if you're coming here and haven't been here yet. This will give you a little bit of an overall look, and we might drive through some of the university here too. I walked around one day up here, but I didn't cover a whole lot because you're walking. You know, I had done other things that day too, and my camera wouldn't hold everything, so I just made a quick trip up here around the university and showed a little bit of it. A lot of people that been watching my videos are students that are coming here from different countries, and they really like the fact they can get a good look at Halifax, and if they can see some of the university or wherever they're going to be going to school, see that, that's a help to them. And when they get here, they kind of know what to expect. So we're still on South Street for now. Henry Street. Is that Le Merchant back there?
Yeah.
Huh? Yeah, I thought so, yeah.
Oh, right here.
This one. That was, yeah, Le Merchant right there. That was her second job in here on Le Merchant. I'm going to swing my camera sideways so you can see some of these buildings here. I don't think I covered this area at all the day I was up here. It's hard to see all past those rocks right there, yeah. All right, so I'm going to swing it back around. And this is my wife's old workplace right there. That's where she worked for, what, about a year?
6 6 months.
6 months in that spot? What was that one called? Do you remember? No. She's trying to forget.
I'll be honest, it wasn't a great job.
It wasn't a great job, and she'd rather forget about it. So I can't tell you the name of that place. It was a residence with a kitchen. It might be a fine residence. It was just some of the people she had to work around, and some of the people in charge. And now we're going up Coburg Street. There, I put it way up there. I think I do better. Except if my hand's on the dash, it tends to be bumpier. So I gotta kind of hold it, I guess. There, I think I got a good spot now. So basically on that side, you have stores and houses, and on that side, you have the university coming down Coburg. Now there may be some more stuff belonging to the university on the other side, but it looks like that's what it was. The university starts, this is one of the boundaries, I think, Coburg. And that was Dalhousie University. We do have St. Mary's, and I think there's one other small one too here. Yes. I guess you can hear our signal light ticking, our signal switch. We are back at Spring Garden in Summer, and we're going to turn onto Summer Street, and we are on the, I guess, the western side, the western boundary of Public Gardens.
Want to have to bring a truck down through here.
It'd be narrow, wouldn't it? Oh, you'd fit. every once in a while I forget, let my phone tip down and you see the dash there, but I'm just holding it in my hand and I have to remember to hold it up there in the right spot. So I'm going to try. But sorry for the bad focus there, the bad camera job here. Wasn't long ago I was walking over here in Snowbanks and it was really frigid out with probably -8 or 9 and wind blowing, and now look at it, snow's all gone. It's not a super warm day today, but with the wind chill we're around -5. I think we might be up to 3 or 4 degrees there now. The wind chill's still keeping it cold. But it's not like it was in the winter. We walked around here in the winter and made videos. And we got through it. The worst of it's behind us now for this year. And we're getting close to Roby again. And this is the common area. With lots of different things in there. There's different fields for soccer and ball and baseball, softball, and there's skating in the wintertime and all different kinds of things like that. There's a school over there too, and there's a lot of trees between here and the school, so I won't turn around. Now, if we go straight, we'll be on Quinpool. Maybe, I think. Yeah, we would. Quinpool's that way. We are going on Roby again. And there's some more view of the common going by. Citadel Hill is down that way. And we're heading north. Another side of the common area. It takes you to there's a lot of acres here. I don't know just what it is. I'm going to look that up one day so I can tell everybody how many acres this common area is. So we are driving around in the north end again now. It looks like I can give you that information right now. My son is in the back seat and he's looked it up for me. Yes, 235 acres is what the Halifax common area takes up. 235 acres, so that's quite a space. So now we know that for future information for people. Anytime I'm walking through here, I can let them know it's 235 acres. And that right there, that funny looking building is a swimming pool. You can see the harbor in the background.
Police station.
And there is that's the headquarters of the Halifax police station. I'm not sure if they have, I'm in a bad spot right now because I got the beam in the corner of the car looking through. It's hard to see, but that is the police headquarters right there. And I'm not sure if they have a small station somewhere else or not, I'm not sure. But that's called the headquarters anyway, of the Halifax Regional Police. So now we are just getting to Gottingen Street, and I think we'll take a drive up through Gottingen. Once that building goes up right there where that crane is, you won't be able to look out that way towards the harbor anymore. You'll be able to still look down that way, but you won't be able to look over there because there'll be a building right there. All right. Here we go, down Gottingen. There's been a fair bit of changes to Gottingen over the last couple of years. Some new buildings have gone up, and the street had a lot of improvement done. All these lanes and the bus lane that you see over there, that wasn't like that before. And the parking on the sides yeah, it's got major improvement down here to the sidewalk too. They rebuilt a lot of the sidewalk. We got a parallel parker there. He's gonna eventually get in. I tell you, if you got a backup camera in your car, it's really a valuable thing for tight parking. You can back right up to within 3 or 4 inches of somebody's car and not hit it. And there's Fortune Donuts, where I did a little video on that one time. And I think that building's called Sunrise Manor. Yeah, Sunrise Manor. That's what that's called. And we are now at the corner of Gottingen and North Street. You go that way, you're heading for the bridge. And the other way, you're heading kind of west. There's the bridge down there, the Angus MacDonald Bridge down that way. And there's the Northwood Manor, Northwood, I guess that's what they call it, Northwood Manor. The place that made the news last year, all the seniors were dying in there of COVID, but this year they seem to have a good handle on how to handle it because nobody's getting sick, nobody's dying in there. So hats off to them, they're doing something right. We are passing the military base here. I think it's Navy base, I think. It's the military base anyways. And pretty sure it's Navy because it's right on the water. Takes up quite a bit of space too. It goes down a long ways. Anyway, back into focus here. I gotta tell my wife to pinch me if I get the camera to focus. We're now coming through the Hydrostone area, and I think we're going to make a left and go on Yonge. Oh, I think my camera got a little out of focus. Yep, somehow they do that. I don't know how it happens, but they're not perfect. They can get out of focus on you, and then you have to adjust it, make some adjustments, get back. Overall, they're a pretty good tool, these gimbals. They help you immensely because you could never hold a phone. It'd be just all over the place if you're trying to hold that and do a video. So they really do help, although when you hit bumps, it still shows that you hit a bump, but they still help. They help a lot. So now we are driving up Yonge Street. I guess you would call it west, going west on Yonge Street. If north is over there, then west is to your left, which would be like that. That's my rule. If I know where north is, left is my west. West is my left. Do I have a west or do I have a left? I walked this on Friday, didn't I? Thursday I walked this. When I did my video to the Halifax Shopping Center. And that was a long walk, I'll tell you that. From downtown to Halifax Shopping Center is a long walk. But I wanted to just see how long it would take and how many steps it was. And it turned out to be quite a long walk. But it can be done. You think you have to take the bus, but you can walk from downtown to the Halifax Shopping Center. It takes a while, but I know we're kind of, is this the Strawberry Hill area? Strawberry Hill, that's where we are. How many people knows where Strawberry Hill is? I bet you all kind of people in Halifax never heard of Strawberry Hill. But I can show you when we actually get to the road, I can show you the sign for Strawberry Hill, in case you're wondering where it is. We are on Windsor, and see this tree right here? There's the sign, Strawberry Hill. So, in case anyone never heard of this place, I never heard of it until not too long ago. And there's a lot of interesting things up in here. There's an auto parts store right over there, and body shop on the other side. There's all kinds of industrial businesses and things up in here. And a little plaza here, you got a thrift store and a paint shop, and there's a sign that says Strawberry Hill. Yep, so now you learned something new. If you didn't know where Strawberry Hill was, you know. And it comes right out on, I will tell you shortly here, it comes back out on Windsor. It just went right around in a big circle and came back out on Windsor. There's the sign right there, Strawberry Hill, and it's Windsor. Windsor and Strawberry Hill. And we're down very close to the container yard, because there's the cranes.
Take you a drive down close to it. I can't take you in it, but I'll take you close to it.
All right. Just so anybody, my wife's used to going down there doing her deliveries, so she's going to take us down close to the terminal over here on this side and get a look at it up a little closer.
Everybody makes that mistake.
Oh yeah, I go think that's the road. Lady Hammond and McIntosh. Got them. They think they can drive through that first left driveway. and then when the cars go through the correct road, they would collide unless somebody stopped.
You do not know how many times I've seen people do that.
Yeah. And a lot of people drive up in here, they don't know where they're going, and they're looking for things. And is that where you go down into the terminal?
Nope.
No? So my wife's going to show us as close as we can get to the containment terminal down here.
We're going to drive right by it.
All right, sounds good. I don't think I ever came in this one when I was trucking. I've been down to the other one, the south end.
When I come here, I go through there.
Right down through there. Oh yeah, there's the gates where all the trucks go through. Oh yeah, we get a good
Now
close
we're
up.
going to be coming onto Africville.
Africville. We're down in Africville Road area now. And you can get a close up look at the cranes down here. And those yellow things are for picking up containers as well. The trains drive right in there, and those they're a different type of crane, like those yellow things that pick up the containers off the train cars. The train drives right under them, and they pick them up, and they can move a little. They can't go too far, but they can move them.
They actually move from one side to the other.
Yeah, but they have to stay on that track.
There's no track.
Oh, it's just on the ground.
Just the
Yeah.
pavement.
Yeah.
But they have lines where they're allowed to
Where
go.
they drive, yeah. Yeah, it is. They're on wheels. They're on wheels, and they unload the trains. Unload and load the trains. That's what they do. So you get a close look at this area. Like if I was walking, I'd have to do a lot of walking to show this. So there's certain things just kind of prohibitive because the time don't permit. You'd have to walk for an hour just to walk up here and show you this shipping yard. Where driving is very, very easy. So we're going down through the old Africville. So there might be some. I've never actually been in here.
This is the museum.
This is the museum where the old church.
Yeah.
I think that's the old church that was here. It's a museum now.
United Baptist Church.
Mm-hmm. And you got the bridge in the background, Mckay Bridge in the background here. And I would be surprised this goes right down, does it? Should be able to keep it on going and go back now.
Brings you right back up to Barrington.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Here's a good shot of the bridge. Very good angle right here. And we're going right under it now. You can see a lot from here. You can see the 3 smokestacks over there at the power plant. Very good angle to see that too. The bad thing is you got a fence right beside us. You have to look through the fence at a lot of things. Huh?
No, you can take both. I know where both of them goes.
I bet you do. What does that guardhouse do? Anything?
Guards the ships that comes
it keeps
in.
you from going in there.
Yeah. There's ships that comes in there.
Yeah.
Sometimes I deliver to.
Yeah. I have an assistant today who seems to be much more knowledgeable than myself.
I wonder why. There's another container yard.
Yeah. That's where they park a lot of the trailers that's on the chassis. The trucks are going to pick them up. A holding area for the trucks. Yeah. CN's got a lot of trailers up there. So I guess for CN they load them on the chassis and leave them up here. And when the guy comes in with the truck, you don't have to sit and wait to get one. He just comes right into this yard and gets whichever one he's supposed to take. And simplifies it for the trucker. Quite a place down in here, a big area. Is that a boat?
That's one of the new ships that they're building for the Arctic, remember?
Oh, yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah, we're down there, the area where they're building these ships now. You see one there?
Yes.
They go together in sections like that. Isn't that neat? Look at that. They build a section and then they put it up. That's pretty amazing. I know it's rough right here. Here we go. Good look at the Halifax shipyard building. I never drive in here because I don't imagine you're supposed to, but my wife used to coming in here. So.
No, people comes through here all the time.
Oh, yeah.
This is a shortcut they take to get to the other end when you don't want to deal with Barrington.
Yeah, you can drive right through here. Nobody cares. It's a road. So that's a good side of Halifax, I bet. A lot of people haven't seen, and maybe there's no other videos out there showing that. I don't know.
It's not the best area to come when you want to make a turn with a truck.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because you got to go up over this steep hill right here to get back onto the road. Well, that was very interesting. We had some sunshine, and I don't know where that went, but it's kind of gone now. We had a little bit. It wasn't a great sunny day, but we did have a little bit. And this road we're on right here, what is it?
Barrington.
Oh, this is the upper end of Barrington. Okay. So I guess that was about it for downtown. Yeah, we covered quite a bit of downtown. That's Hollis Street, Water Street, Barrington Street, and we went up South Street and Roby. We covered a lot of it. Like, you can't do the whole city in one video, but we showed a good overall picture. And there in the background is the Mckay Bridge again. Good view of it from here. You can see some ships in the background and get a good look at how long that bridge is. Whoops, come back inside the car. There we go. Get leveled up again here. So the truck traffic is all going around the basin today because of the wind, which sets you back quite a little bit when you have to go around the basin. And now we're taking the road to the 111 for Dartmouth.
Did you want to go around the basin?
It's totally up to you.
Okay.
I leave it your choice. If you want to, can. If you
That
don't.
would determine on how much time you got left.
So I guess we're going to the Dartmouth Bridge. The basin will be the basin will be another day.
Yeah, because I don't know how much time you got left.
Yeah. And how long have I been making this video now? It's been 50 minutes. Yeah, 50. It looks like 50. It's very small letters, and I have a hard job to focus on them, but it looks like 50. All right, so we're going back onto the Mckay Bridge again. I don't know if that means one lane is closed, but I see an arrow shoving us over here, so. It looks like we got 2 lanes. Let's see if I can get some good pictures from up here on the bridge looking down. There's the smokestacks again over there. They're a landmark. You can see them from just about anywhere in Halifax. And you see the other bridge down there in the shipyard where we just drove around. And coming back now to in front of me there. We'll see if I can get a good focus here for the bridge. There, okay. You guys want to stop for coffee on the way home?
We're gonna stop somewheres.
Yeah.
So
I'll keep my camera on till we get through the bridge. And after that, I'll probably sign off. So we're almost to the toll booth area. Once we get to there, I'll shut this down. So anyways, if you enjoy watching this video and you want to see lots more of them, hit that like button and I'll know you like what we're doing. And I realize this is a little shaky because I'm in the car, but we do the best we can. And hit that notification bell, and if you haven't subscribed, subscribe to my channel and that will help. And you'll be notified of any videos I make. They'll come up. I try to get at least 2 or 3 a week. And so, on that note, we're coming through the toll booth. You have a great day, and I will too. Until next time, bye for now.